Ok, bonjour à tous et à toutes, ici c'est Barcilou, donc nous voici dans la belle ville de Hill-Valley, de 1931. Donc on a commencé le jeu en 1986, 1986 c'est pas tout à fait l'année où débute le film, le premier film, je crois qu'on est en 85, donc 85, mais aussi le troisième aussi, quand il arrive poussé par le train et qui revient exactement en 1985, je crois. Bon bref, peu importe, donc nous sommes en 1931 et on est devant la porte de la prison, enfin la prison, c'est la police, le bureau de police, où est enfermé le cher Doc Brown. Doc Brown qui nous a indiqué qu'il fallait persuader son double, c'est-à-dire son double de 1931, d'inventer, de construire une sorte, d'après ce que j'ai compris, une foreuse, voilà, pour faire évader Doc Brown. Bon, d'après ce que j'ai commencé à comprendre dans ce jeu, il y a pas mal d'éléments qui est repris de par le film, de par les films. Donc on n'est pas dépaysé. Donc téléphoner chez les Brown. Il faut persuader le jeune.
Hill Valley Police Station. Cripes, this place looks old, even for 1931.
Persuader le jeune Emmett Brown de m'aider. Allez. Donc un petit résumé pour rafraîchir la mémoire. Donc en fouillant l'appartement d'Edna Strickland, Marty découvre avec horreur que Doc, accusé d'être l'auteur d'un incendie ravagé un bar clandestin, a été mis en prison. Il sera victime d'une balle mortelle tirée par des gangsters assoiffés de vengeance le 14 juin 1931. Marty ayant retrouvé Doc et l'ayant informé du funeste destin qui l'attendait, Doc concocte un plan pour s'évader de prison. Marty doit se lier d'amitié avec le jeune Doc pour le convaincre de concevoir une foreuse à percussion. Donc oui, je dois téléphoner. Donc j'ai le numéro, je crois. Numéro de téléphone du domicile des Brown. Ok. Donc je vais de ce pas téléphoner. Donc le téléphone, si vous avez tous suivi mes vidéos, il est dans la soupe populaire. Dans le bâtiment de la soupe populaire, donc on va rentrer. Donc entre temps, dans cette soupe, ah bah voilà le petit logo loading en bas à gauche. Je l'avais pas remarqué, ça tombe, il était déjà depuis le début. Donc dans le bâtiment de la soupe populaire, on avait croisé notre père. Attendez, ça doit être notre grand-père. Voilà, c'est ça, notre grand-père. Et toujours, on dirait que notre grand-père fricote avec des gangsters, dont Biff Tannen est le chef.
Brown residence?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse. Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Je crois... Ah ça y est, je viens de me souvenir. Je crois que ma sauvegarde a été zappée. Bon, bah c'est bien. Bah, de toute façon, j'en ai l'habitude avec ce Walking Dead, qui les sauvegardes les plus... le sauvegarde de jeu les plus pourris qu'un jeu vidéo puisse faire. Je suis désolé. Je vais essayer de me manier. Donc on l'a déjà vu ce truc là.
Those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. I mean, Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm, Harry Callahan.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact.
Bon, ça y est, le petit jeu du... Oh, puis il y a un truc pourri là. Ah.
Don't think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. Is reduced by the inverse of the derivative of the speed relative to the speed of light.
Oh putain. Allez, on se presse, on n'a pas toute la vie devant nous.
Psst, Doc!
Marty, have you found my younger self yet?
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was going to say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanhoff's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
What was H again?
The Hamiltonian operator.
Got it. What's the story with this kid Tannenjerk anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938, and Kid will be in prison...
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
That's a busy 3 hours.
No kidding.
Ah, d'accord, d'accord.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna? We never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socio-economic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just about lost her mind.
That would explain a lot.
Voilà, ça se tient. C'est finement réalisé comme jeu. Tout se tient.
I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell them.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we saved me from a grisly death in 1931.
Je crois que j'ai loupé quelque chose dans ma précédente vidéo. J'aurais dû discuter plus profondément avec Doc. J'ai loupé pas mal de choses en ce qui concerne l'histoire. Voilà, bon, c'est fini.
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
Ok, il faut que je le trouve. Maintenant, à nous deux, le jeune Doc. C'est par là que ça se passe. Dieu.
Or do we take H a step?
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. The one-dimensional harmonic oscillator, then naturally H2
Merde.
multiplied by the inversion of H has to come
Faut
out
que je le
less
poursuise
than
à chaque
50
fois.
values.
Viens par
Come on,
ici.
wait.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah!
Great Scott! If H is a Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Je vais pas aborder le problème, je viens du futur, je vais pas lui dire ça de but en blanc, je suis pas fou. Hein.
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office! I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning?
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered this subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen, yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Ok. Donc on a réussi à le faire tenir tranquille, ce Doc Emmett Brown. J'en avais marre de courir après lui, celui-là. Donc... le résumé... Marty va donc chercher de l'aide auprès du jeune Doc pour fabriquer une foreuse à percussion afin d'aider Doc à s'évader de prison. Malheureusement, le jeune Emmett Brown doit remettre une citation en comparaître avant de terminer sa journée. Un autre détail ne manquant pas d'importance, il lui faut un bidon d'alcool à 90% pour faire fonctionner sa foreuse à percussion.
How about Kid Tannen? What do we know about him?
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
Yep, that's a Tannen, all right. This subpoena's for Arthur McFly?
Have you seen him?
For a few seconds in the soup kitchen, but I think he's gone back into hiding.
Brilliant deduction, Einstein.
What do you know about Arthur McFly?
Certified accountant. Graduated Hill Valley 5 classes ahead of me. Seems like a nice fellow, actually.
How did he get mixed up with a guy like Kid Tannen?
Who knows? Sometimes people find themselves stuck in situations they can't get out of.
This might be a stupid question, but couldn't you have designed your rocket-powered drill to run on fuel that, you know, isn't illegal?
Illegal? What does law have to do with science? Science has its own laws. You, of all people, should know that.
But couldn't you tweak your engine design a little so it runs on something else?
Like what?
I don't know, gas maybe?
Gasoline? Pfft, yesterday's news. You'll see. By 1940, automobiles will all run on pure alcohol.
Some of us down at the patent office are wondering, what made you think of a rocket-powered drill?
Ah, that'd be Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It was a revelation.
Yeah, that's kind of what we figured. We'll get that subpoena delivered. My name isn't...
Harry Callahan!
Yeah.
Ok. Einstein, tiens.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Einie?
It's short for Einstein.
Einstein, of course! Because he was a patent officer just like you.
Très bien. Donc, voilà. J'ai vu Edna quand je parlais à Doc. Ah, un charmant vélo.
Nice bike. Huffy?
Huffy? I'm not huffy. I'm passionate. Passionate about justice, safety, law, and order.
Never mind. Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Callahan. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions, not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
Distribution de soupe.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Tiens, je vais...
Hey, I can help you deliver soup, but I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions,
Yeah?
you can let me know when they're running low on soup.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
L'histoire est très très bien développée. Hein.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
You can meet in the park.
No, that's no good. Too many of the members sleep in the park.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh? Who?
Maison de repos, l'asile.
Never mind, I'm wrong. The pool hall isn't a charity.
Certainly not.
Bon bref, on va
I
pas
gotta
y
vote.
passer la nuit. Hein.
Oh? Where?
J'ai vu Biftanen. On va lui parler. S'il a besoin d'alcool. Hop là. Là, vraiment, le gameplay est calamiteux au possible.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here. How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
Edna Strickland thinks your soup kitchen might not be on the up and up.
That dame gets on my nerves. Got a great pair of gams, though.
I guess you won't talk about your business.
Why not? I got nothing to hide. I recently acquired controlling interest in the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen.
Isn't a soup kitchen an odd line of business for a guy like you?
I like soup. Plus, I got a heart as big as all outdoors. Buff a little harder. I want to see myself in the toes.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you missed a spot.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut bowl.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, break time's over. Back to work.
Hey, I represent United Charities of Hill Valley. Can you authorize me to pick up soup from your establishment and deliver it to some very deserving souls?
Nah, that Strickland dame's got the charity racket pretty much locked up. No point in giving her competition.
So, one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh, shoeshine boy? Hanging on to my peanut bowl.
Never mind.
Bon, ouais.
How's that? Shiny enough?
Yeah, that'll do. Stay nearby, though. I scuff easy. Wait a minute. Didn't I see you at the jailhouse, John, with that Carl Sagan rat? I hope you weren't planning on trying to spring him, because I got other plans.
Ok. Donc ma mission c'est celle-là. Découvrir s'il y a de l'alcool à 90 quelque part dans Hill Valley. Ça devrait pas être trop dur à chercher, à trouver. Et puis une situation comparaître. Une citation à comparaître, et donc pour monsieur Arthur McFly, mon grand-père, c'est ça. Ok, bon ben voilà, nos objectifs sont définis, maintenant il ne reste plus qu'à les concrétiser. Donc, on va s'arrêter là. J'espère que ma sauvegarde va être prise en compte ce coup-ci. Je vous dis à bientôt, portez-vous bien et salut!